Hey, 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 it's Demetali. We're going to be making a big round ornament tonight. Oh, cutie patooties, what is happening? I know we're just getting started, so if you're catching this part, you're probably catching the replay. But I'm going to jump right in. I got to check my iPad so I can see comments. How are you guys doing tonight? Say hi when you come in. Oh, we just finished dinner. Pretty exciting times here at Taj Matali. I brought the shop phone tonight because I finally figured out, somebody told me I was blurry. I can't even remember who, I'm so sorry. Somebody told me I was blurry. Well, I got to looking at the phone, and can you say overspray? That is what is on my phone lens on the front facing camera. Plus the shop phone has a much fancier phone than I. It has a new phone, and I just have the old iPhone 8. So hopefully this will be a little bit clearer. I was just kind of hoping I could see. I know there's a delay, but you guys got a notification I was live. Well, I'll check back on that in a second, and I should be able to see. I don't know why I didn't get a notification. It's hard for me to see the comments up there, is why I care about that. But tonight we are going to be making our brand new big round ornament shape. I'm going to tweak this one a little bit. I made this one, but I'm going to tweak it a little bit so I can show you a couple of different techniques related to this ornament. But I think I am going to do red, and then ultimately, oh, there I am. Great. I finally popped up in my own news feed so I can see comments. Hi, Jan. Hi, Carrie. How are you lovely ladies this evening? So I'm going to tweak this one a little bit because I'm going to put this little frame with joy kind of in the center of it, and then give it some like a little flared out stripes on the side to kind of break up the red. And we'll have to think about that because I don't know if I want to do, and we're going to make this we're going to do it together and decide together, because ultimately, until about 5 minutes ago, I didn't even really have any clue what I was going to do. So, well, maybe more than 5 minutes, but I'm going to make like little stripes on the side, and we can do those. Maybe we'll do those like leopard. I don't know. What do you guys think? With leopard, or we can do black and cream stripes. Well, when we get to that part, we'll vote, and then we'll do that. I would like to show you that cheetah leopard animal print at some point because it's so easy to do. All right, so big round ornament. It's really kind of huge. It's a 22 incher. No, it's not. It's a 24 incher. So I have this blank one. And if you've been here before, you know I'm going to ramble on for just a minute about our medium is steel. When you get steel, it's big and bright and shiny. It's galvanized steel, just like this. So what I do to them so we can paint them faster is I texture spray them. Hey, Steph. I texture spray them. Now what the texture spray does is it creates like a bumpy, sandy finish on here. So I can use my chip brushes and just have to use one coat of paint. If you paint bare steel without texture, you can still do that. And that's the way we always have done it in workshop. Once upon a time ago when we used to do workshop, COVID has not really allowed for much of that in 2020. I was going to show you a foam brush, but I don't see one, which is super weird. Oh, here. So when you paint on bare steel, you use a foam brush. This one has a dust bunny. Well, that's kind of gross. So you use these foam brushes, and then you paint it, you dry it, as it has to be dry, of course. Otherwise, it'll just smear. And you can force dry using a blow dryer. Just only use your blow dryer always on cool. Otherwise, the metal will get hot. Same story if it's texture sprayed. You still have to get it dry. I do have a little fan running over here. So as we work through these, we'll kind of work them back and forth. So how I started this, and ultimately I just like to walk through all of the steps, but have multiple ones. Oh, this too. We have this ornament. Is this not the cutest thing you've ever seen? It's so stinking cute. This is the 6-inch. So this is the brand new round ornament. We redid it and had this little top put on it with the little hole. So you can make these, you could make these into ornaments. We have these now in the shop. We haven't gotten them made into ornaments yet. You know how we have all those 6-inch shapes? But you could do this exact same thing that I'm going to show you on this little guy for your Christmas tree, and then I'll show you how to put the ribbon on there to make it a hanger. But we have this in a 6-inch, a 12-inch, a 24-inch, which is this guy, and then a 36, which is 3 foot across, so it's huge. All right, well, let's get going here. I'm first going to start, oh, I hope you guys are still there because my iPad says we are having trouble playing this video. It's always something with you, Facebook. It's always something, you know. It's not me, Facebook. It's you. I think I need some 6-inch ones. I know, aren't they the cutest? We haven't got them posted yet. We also have 6-inch in newly resized. So in our standard sizes, 6-inch, 12-inch, 24, and 36, we now have the gnome, the Christmas gnome. He's very Christmassy. I think he is on the website, at least in the finished 6-inch shape, so you can kind of see what he looks like. And there's a gingerbread man too. Oh, I am still here. Oh, thank goodness. Because I don't know what's wrong with mine, because it says having trouble playing this video. Like, no way, Jose. I can't see. So if you see me squinting, it's simply because I'm trying to see the comments. Let me try going this route. You are now interacting as it's scrapicated. Well, that's good. I mean, seriously, if I could ever just do this and everything went according to plan, I think I'd just fall out of my chair. Yeah, like my video isn't even, I can't even see it. But as long as you guys can see it and you don't mind the squinting, if I see your comment come up, that'll be great. So I shook up my red paint. We have our own paint line. I'm using it scrapicated red, and I'm just going to follow the curve here to get the top. And then the way we paint, or kind of our style, is to leave some of that texture paint shining through or showing through. If you don't like that, you don't have to leave that. If you're making one for yourself, let me move this little ornament dude out of the way. Where are you gonna put him, Tammy? And it's super simple. I'm just gonna paint the whole thing red. I'm ultimately gonna come back and paint this little square, or this little fancy square, but I think it's easier to paint all the red first and then do the little fancy square. That way you're not trying to paint colors around kind of the edge. You're just going right on the top of it. And believe it or not, that creamy white, which is our porch candy cream, our creamy white, it will cover right over that. All right, I'm sorry, I'm like staring at the screen. I just want to be sure I don't miss anything. If you guys have any questions or comments. Oh, what'd you guys do today? I bet there's lots of you who did Christmas decorating today, right? Did you guys decorate for Christmas today? I know some people are already decorated. I noticed when I got home from work yesterday that there were lots more houses in the subdivision that had their Christmas lights up. I was going to do it today. I had big hopes and aspirations. But I didn't do it. So maybe this week, maybe Thursday, Thanksgiving, I'll get the mantle done, and then maybe next Sunday get the tree up. I don't have lots of time. If you see me I have like these stray hairs. That's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get this stray hair, there it is, off. So when you're using new chip brushes, if you're using new ones, I like to suggest, I'm not going to do it over here, that you kind of rub them like, you know, in the palm of your hand to get those loose hairs out. And as you use them over and over, there'll be less of that. Just like the hair on your head. And then, what is that? All right, I think I got it. Okay, so this is what we got. So you can see that I have that, it's also starting to dry, so it's lighter and darker in some spots, but I have this texture spray showing through because I like that kind of unfinished look. You may not, or kind of rustic look, you may not like that. And if you don't, you just cover it all up, okay? Let's put this on. I'm going to paint the top, kind of that silver color that I had on here. So I will have to mix that because I don't actually have a gray. That's white, that's black, that's how we get gray. I'm scared, because you know I'm not very, there we go. I just didn't want to get this all over as I pour kind of half and half. It probably won't be exactly the same shade, but that's okay. This is how I get my lid stuck on because it kind of drips over the edge and then I just screw the lid right back on. Oh, Deborah, thanks. I do too. It just feels very rustic and vintage kind of, I don't know. I don't even know what you would call our style. I don't know. There was a girl, a lovely lady that was in the shop a couple weeks ago and she called it something and I said I wasn't going to forget and I did. I can't remember what she called it. I don't know what our style is exactly. See, that's how the lids get stuck on. All right, so let me just pour a titch of black in here. Whoop. I have my little trash can down there. Whoop. Sound effects. I do sound effects all the time. So I asked you guys, did you guys do Christmas, putting up your Christmas stuff today? And I can't really see your comments. Let me go back over here and see if Facebook's cooperating yet. Yeah, no, it's just like, I don't even exist to myself. Oh, goodness sakes. So we're just making gray. We got a little black, we got a little white. I'm just stirring it up. It's a little dark, but it'll be fine. Maybe what I'll do once I get it on there is brush some just cream straight through it. So if you're just joining, we are painting a big old ornament. Our medium is galvanized steel. Can you guys see? It's awful far up. Let me move down. I think that's better. I wish I could see what you see. That way I would know if I'm not positioned correctly. So if I'm not, you guys just tell me and I will move a little bit. All right, so I just put that on there and then I am gonna grab, you can't stick the brush in there, otherwise the whole thing will be a little bit tainted. This is also how I get paint all over my hands. Yep. Oh, I can see a comment. I can see the words, I decorated. Have to wait until it cleans the leaves before you can decorate the yard. Oh, you decorated inside except for the tree. Yeah, I know. It used to be like, well, we're not doing it till after Thanksgiving. But I think we all get it. I mean, 2020. All right, I want to show you how I'm going to do this. I am just going to brush. I dipped my brush in that white paint, and I'm just kind of with a really light hand rubbing it, or, you know, kind of painting it through the gray. I tap some of it off, kind of offload a little bit so we don't get too much. And then that'll just give you like a little depth there. See there? Cool, huh? All right, so that is the base. Let's move these out of the way. This ornament is really big. You know, I'm never really very organized, but tonight the ornament is just really big, so there's not a lot of room for all my other things. Okay, so here's where we are. We got the base painted, and we are, I'm going to move back to this guy. And I already put polka dots on here, and we're going to stick with that, but we're also going to make a little frame in the center. All right, so pretend that you've got this far, and I'm going to show you. I used, and I didn't bring one, doggone it. We used a plastic cup, you know, a red Solo cup, and turned it face down, and that's how we made these great big polka dots. And we just traced around them and painted them in. So this is such a big piece. You're going to want, if you're going to do polka dots, bigger polka dots, using a cup or something that's got some size to it. Let's see how big these are. Otherwise, yeah, these are like 3-inch polka dots. Otherwise, they're going to get lost in the shape. So if you're going to do polka dots, you want to use the little bigger ones. All right, I created this little PDF, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to transfer this on here, and we're going to ultimately paint the square this creamy white color, and then once that dries, we're going to come back and I'm going to show you how to transfer the word joy. So you can use your computer and your printer. You can use ours. These PDFs we're going to put up with the shapes so that you'll be able to download them for your personal use. Or you can make your own word. Say you don't want joy, you say you want your initial from your last name. You can just pick a font that you have. I've talked about this before, but DaFont, DaFont.com, they have a gazillion fonts. I am a font junkie. So they have a gazillion fonts that you can use for your personal use. And you just print it out on your printer, and I'm going to show you how to transfer it if you have not seen me do that before. Also, if you're new here, I see much better close up without my glasses, so I take them on and off all the time. All right, so the reason I'm cutting this out, now I could just put my charcoal, I'm going to show you charcoal stick transfer here in a sec, on the back, but I have this joy word perfectly centered, so ultimately I'm going to cut this out and trace around it with my pencil, and then I'll use the charcoal transfer on the word joy, because then I know that I'm correctly centered. I'm not a very good cutter either. I should have probably already had this cut out, but I wanted to show you this. Yeah, sorry, I'm a super slow cutter because I'm not very good at the cutting of the straight line. I'm just not. We all have skills. Cutting is not one of mine. Super weird, right? You're like a crafter that can't cut. Yes, I am. Oh. I told this story on Wednesday night, I think I was cutting stuff out on Wednesday night. Because we're live here on Sunday nights and Wednesday nights at 7:30 Central, about how I got an F in the home ec on my sweatpants because they were crooked as a dog's hind leg. Yeah, it was not a pretty sight. And my mama, she can sew up a storm. I probably made her a nervous wreck near the sewing machine, so she was like, well, I'm not teaching this kid to sew. No way. Oh. Who sews out there? I have a sewing machine. It actually embroiders too. And I made a few masks in the beginning of the COVID, and yeah, I can't sew a straight line, and I can't cut a straight line. It's a terrible thing. All right. Hey, Gina, how are you? I just want to be sure I haven't missed anybody asking me a question or saying, hey, Jamie, how are you? My iPad is not functioning, so I am struggling with comments. So if I miss you, just ask me again. I'm going to try again, as they say, to get Facebook to show me my own video, but it just won't. It's like, just not there. It's so weird. So weird. Let me try notifications. It says it's Scrapicated is live. That's grand and dandy. Success. I'm super stoked. We have success. I can see your comments. You made and gave away over 500 masks early in the pandemic. Yes. That's awesome, Carrie. Just so awesome. Okay. So I have now, you guys awake again? You probably took a little nap while I was cutting. So I have cut this out. Now I know it looks a little small, but remember we're going to put, you know, some stripes on the side, which is going to break this up and then make this our focal point. So that's why it looks a little small. Okay, so I am an eyeballer of things. You guys know that. I'm a flyer by the seat of my pantser kind of gal. So that looks about right to me. You could, you know, use your ruler, kind of be sure that you have it about right. But I'm using the center of this circle as kind of my focal point with the point of this. Is how I made that grand determination that I'm in the center. All right, now here's Tammy's pencil. Like, I have one pencil. If we lose it, we're in big trouble. And all I'm going to do is trace around this critter. We should start naming our little live videos craft hacks, because I am all about making it easy. You know, craft supplies are expensive, and if you know, especially if you're just getting started or you're going to try something that you've never tried for the first time, I think, you know, it should be super easy. Clearly, I'm not a very fast tracer either. We're almost there. This is really, it's just copy paper, so it's not very thick either. All right, I know you guys aren't going to be able to see that. Oh, do not put that on the wet paint. Do not do it. All right, I don't think you're going to be able to see it. But I just got it traced on there. That's it. All right, now start thinking about, what do you guys want to do for the stripes off the sides? You want to do leopard? You want to just do black and white stripes? Any and all ideas, welcome. All right, so I'm just going to grab, now granted, I have this polka dot right here in the center. But we're going to paint over it the same exact color. And so it isn't going to matter. Move the ruler. All right, I'm going to have to get all up close and personal on this ornament because I can't see the lines all that great myself. Probably need a smaller brush, but we're going to make it work. The light is a little bit glary. A little bit glary. I'm just grabbing a different detail brush. I know I've said this before. Having just a set of detail brushes in different sizes is always helpful. Always, always. I'm gonna have to flip this guy over in a minute. There's a glare from my ring light, which is making it even harder to see. I'll be looking for those. Oh, I'm back. Was I gone? Said trying to reconnect. I know I was, because we lost about 15 people. And what is Facebook's deal tonight? I don't know. I'll have to. Sorry, guys. Normally our Wi-Fi here at home is pretty stable. So I don't know what happened. Oh, 2020 happened. Just going with the flow, right? Sorry about that. I'm just using my little detail brush to go around the edge, and then I'll come back with a bigger brush that carries more paint to fill this in. Voila! We have the outside done. Put that over here. Not feeling really very friendly with Facebook tonight. Yep, it's telling me having trouble playing the video again. I don't know. I give up, Facebook. You win tonight. All right, so I'm just filling this in. And this is probably going to have to, I don't know. Let's try this. See if I can get that paint on there just a little bit thicker. Because I think regardless, I'm going to have to do 2 coats. But we can work on other things on here while it's drying. No problemo. Just get this first coat on here. All right, so what are you guys thinking we should do for the side stripes? They're going to be just a little bit tapered. You want to do black, so let's say you want to do black and white stripes, or do you want to do kind of a beige leopard or animal print? Because honestly, I don't know if it's a leopard or a cheetah. I don't know. The ones we make when we do the animal print, I think I always call them leopard, but I don't know that for certain, honestly, based on the pattern that we do, if it's leopards or cheetahs. Yeah. I just don't know. What do you think? Stripes. Okay, Carrie says stripes. Black and white stripes, I think, would be super fun with the red. Any other thoughts? Oh gosh, now we got 1 stripes and 1 leopard. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll see whatever we do on the other one when we finish it. I'll do the opposite of whatever we decide on. And then when we post the pictures, because I don't, in an hour, it'll be hard for me to get both of them done. Okay, green and white stripes. Oh, now there's a thought. Green and white stripes. That sounds fun. So I got 2 leopards and 2 stripes, I think. Oh, Dawn said leopard too. If I could see the comments, it would be much better. Leopard stripes. Yeah, see, my comments are even behind. I got way more comments up here. Leopard stripes. Okay, I'm going to make a call here in 1 second. Leopard stripes. You guys are like even. Okay, the next person who comments is the tiebreaker. Oh. Deb Ananachi, you are the tiebreaker. Leopard it is. All right. And then I'll just, I have like a million brushes in this water. Kate says leopard too. I was thinking black with gold around the joy. Oh, that would be super pretty. That would be super pretty. And you could do that so easily with a gold metallic paint pen. All right. So, where's my little ruler? I just had that thing. Here it is. Now, I'm going to start at the point, and I'm just going to flare this just a titch. Okay? I'm using my point as a reference point, so I'll know how far to go on each side. So here's my pencil, and I'm just going to draw a bit of a flared line. All right? Same thing over here. I'm going to try to make it dark enough so you guys can see it. Can you see it? So it's not going to be super wide, but it's going to be enough to kind of break the ornament in half, if that makes sense. All right, now let's do the same thing over here. Turn. This ornament is very big. I think it's got to be just a little bit wider. I'm guessing from my reference point from the other side. I think it'll be close. Let me measure how big it is on this end. A little over 2. A little over 2. So here's where I need to go. And you can of course make these as big as you would like. Like if you want them bigger, you would just make them bigger. All right, we got to mix up a little bit of beige because I'm going to paint these. Oh heck. Close there, not close there. All right, well, if I was an eraser. No, you know what you're going to do, Tamatali? You are just going to make this one wider. That's what we're going to do. See, you guys, I don't know the answers all the time. I am like an improviser, like nobody's business. It's hard to see laying down. It would probably be better if I measured, but I didn't. So here's where we are, like whoop, right there. Okay, let's mix us up a little bit of beige, and then we're going to, I might throw a little bit of, so I'm gonna make kind of a light brown color, and that's what we're gonna paint in there, and then we will, I'll show you how to make the leopard. So I'm gonna start with brown. This would be way easier if I had squirt bottles, but I don't. We're gonna add some white, a lot. All right, so now it's really mocha-y, if that makes any sense. So I am going to just add a little bit of yellow to it to beige it up a little bit, so to speak. Well, this is a squirt bottle. The squirter doesn't work. All right. Better. See, it's getting a little more, yellow in it, which we really need because we don't want it to look like, oh my gosh, I feel like I should just turn off the live and go upstairs. Did you guys see that? Please laugh. It will make me feel so much better. Oh my gosh, that bottle just flew right out of my hand. Did you see that happen? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How red is my face? Oh, it's a mess. Y'all, we got another yellow, no worries. If you are looking for somebody that has their act together and knows what they're doing, I see all these crafters live. If that's what you're looking for, I'm not your girl. Oh, for the love of all things holy. Oh, goodness sakes alive. I am so sorry. I apologize. Oh, okay. My train is completely derailed, y'all. Serious derailment on the train. I do not love this color. And there's so much of it now as oh my gosh. It needs more white. A lot more. Oh, do we have one that's in a squirt bottle that doesn't require? Look at, this is like the exact color that I need. We went through all of that, bottle flew across the room, and this is like almost the exact color that we need. Oh, oh my goodness. I'm kind of speechless, just a little bit speechless. Let me regain my composure here while I mix this color. Because now I do need just a titch of brown in here. Oh gosh. That was funny, wasn't it? Good gravy. Oh, okay. Now we're ready. It's a lot easier if you just buy the color you need, but I wasn't, like I said, really sure what I was gonna do when we first started this. So all right, that's gonna have to do. It's probably not the exact color that I want, but it's way better than those colors. Whew. And we're going to paint us some leopard. Oh, I guess we all needed a good laugh. That was hysterical. I cannot wait to watch the replay. Like I said, if you're looking for the person that has their act together, it isn't me. I'm just me. That's it. Bottles flying across the room and the whole kit and caboodle. I can't wait to hear what my husband has to say about that. Okay. Whew. Well, here's the good news. Our white is almost dry. This color that we were working on. So since it's taken, forever and a day, we're going to go ahead and just put a quick coat back on that, so that'll be done. And then we're going to do these stripes on the side, which I did not measure. And we're going to hope that that comes out. I just put this lid on. There. You know how you can tell when your blood pressure's up, like you're like really hot? That's how I feel right at this moment. Because as much as I'm go with the flow, that was still pretty embarrassing. I'm just putting the second coat of this creamy white on here so that it's even Steven. Those points, I gotta concentrate just a little bit. I'm trying to go fast so we can move on and I can show you how to make the leopard. Even though my base color for the leopard isn't exactly right, I think it's gonna be okay. I wish I had some leopard ribbon, but I don't, because that would really set this off when we get to the end. You guys aren't leaving now, are you? You're like, what's she gonna do for an encore? Oh. Hey, when you're live, that's what that's kind of the risk you take. All right, that's good enough. Good enough. Okay. Now, I'm just going to paint this kind of beigey color on here. Watching my point, and I'm just going to pull it straight out. I probably would have been better off if I would have just freehanded this on here instead of trying to measure it. Now bear with me, because I know you're probably thinking what I'm thinking, right? It looks a little clashy. But I promise you, it's going to come together. It will, and it'll be super cute. I think, well, I thought I didn't like this color, but now that I'm getting it on here, I'm gonna have to do 2 coats anywho. I'm not hating it because it's gonna dry a little bit darker than it is. What do you guys think? I know you can kind of see. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. As it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna dry a little bit darker than it's going on here. All right, now I am gonna have to get my act together here just a touch because I'm just straightening out my flares. It's really hard to see laying down because it's going at an angle. I'm close. Close. Close is good enough for the bottle throwing girl. Maybe a little wider. Let me get it on here and then we'll look. That's the amazing thing about paint, right? If it's not exactly right, or you want it to be a little thicker, or you need to straighten it out, you just add more paint. It's just paint. You can paint over it. Just paint. Be sure you guys don't have any comments. I mean, like, I'm not even sure what could we say after the, I don't even know where that bottle went. I'm gonna have to find it here in a little while when we're done here. I've gotten my mind all messed up. So I'm gonna have to watch my time because I'm sure after all of that, we're just a little off time. What do you think? Am I close? I think I'm close. I think this one is a little wider. You know what? We used to have a, oh, and I think it's wider on the bottom though, Tammy. We used to have a stencil for this. I probably should have brought it or made my PDF. Made my PDF. What do you think? Are we close? I think we're close. I think it's pretty close. You guys, is it freaking anybody out? Anybody that's like, no, 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 Tammy, you got to fix that. One side is bigger than the other. But I don't think it's terrible. All right, now let's fill these in so we can speed this train up just a little bit. So what I did is I grabbed my bristle brush, and as you can see, it makes the paint go on much thicker. What do you guys think? You think it's close? Good. All right, perfect. You guys are like, we're just gonna agree because we don't know what she'll do. Oh, that's funny. Hey, you know, if you can't laugh at yourself, I know. I'm always laughing at myself because stuff like that happens constantly. Oh, that's funny. All right, now grab this dude, touch this up. And I think I might have to grab our blow dryer to force this along so we can get her done. What I'm doing now is I'm just using this little detail brush because this is actually a little bit thicker detail brush. You can see it's a little thicker to come back against those points and fill that in. All right, so that's where we are. I am gonna have to grab my blow dryer, because while these sides, well, I might be able to get them dry. All right, so bear with me here, because it's gonna be a little bit loud. And while I'm drying, I'm going to try to figure out why I can't get you. I'm gonna mess with the comments again. So take a little break. Okay, these are still a little bit damp over here. I know, hold tight to the blow dryer. You're not just a kidding. I lost my joy. I mean, not my joy, my joy. Okay, let me move this out of the way for just a sec. Okay, so it's drying. I'm gonna move this just a little bit, and so I can show you what I'm gonna do here. So I'm going to take this. This is a chalk stick, charcoal stick, and I'm going to rub this on the back. And this is a super easy way to transfer lettering. I wish I could hand letter. That I cannot do either. I have an Apple pencil, and I kind of got into practicing a little bit with that, but I just don't have the time that it takes to get, really good at that. There's some amazing hand letterers out there. So this is, I own these fonts, and you can do it, like I said, with any font that you find on DeFont and your printer, okay? So I just made this one. I got it all chalked up on the back. Oh, this ornament. And I'm just going to now, let's not put the word on upside down, put it right back in to where because that's why I traced the outside. Pencil is under the ornament. And now I'm just going to go around the edge, off go the glasses, with my pencil around the edge of this word. And it's going to transfer the charcoal that I rubbed on the back into the center here. So then I can use my paint pen to fill in the word, and it'll look really good. It won't be like I hand lettered it on there. Now, if you have a craft cutter, i.e. a Cricut or, a Silhouette, you could obviously cut this out of vinyl. If you are trying to put vinyl lettering on top of a metal shape that has been texture sprayed, you will need to sand it first. So how you do that is you paint, and then you use a fine grit sandpaper, sand it, and then take your bristle brush and just go over where you sanded it before, so it's nice and smooth. Otherwise, your vinyl will not stick. It won't stick to the bumpiness of the texture spray. I'm almost done. We just got the J to go here. I'm going super fast, so if I was making this, I would probably go, I mean, obviously I'm making it, but if I wasn't making it live, I would probably go a little bit slower so that my lines would be, all right, now, I haven't had this happen before, but I'm glad it did happen. So I got the words on there, but you can see that I also have some of the charcoal from the pressure of my hand holding the thing in place on there as well. So the first thing we're going to do is fill in our joy, then we'll come back with our paint and touch those up because it'll paint right over it. Now, you could use a little detail brush to fill this in. But you know I'm a big fan of the acrylic paint pens. They make them in like packs of a gazillion different colors. But black and white are the ones that I use the most because we're going to do some detail around here as well. All right, again, I got to take my glasses off. And I am just going to fill this in. It's a prime paint pens. You guys probably know this. You just press them up and down until the paint flows. And then you can just fill this in. Again, you just trace it and color it in, basically. Now, I think I told you when we were live, we are going to be putting up on our website the paint pens that we use in the shop. They are 22-year UV resistant professional grade paint pens. Now you can get just regular these paint pens with acrylic paints in them at any craft store and they will work the exact same way. If you use a clear acrylic sealer on top, it will also add longevity to the paint not fading, okay? Please do not use anything that has the word poly in it. Polyacrylic will yellow over time in the sunlight. So just a good acrylic sealer, those spray paints with the clear lids. All right. Do you guys, let me ask you guys this. I just don't want, I want our time together to be valuable in that I'm showing you things that you can actually use. And I'm not sure that you want to watch me color in this joy. I guess I'm halfway there. I'll just speed up, and then if I need, we'll get the general gist, and if I need to come back and touch it up, I surely can after I let you guys go. I just don't want people to be like, oh, for the love of all things holy, lady, color that in later. But you can see how it's coming along. Doesn't it look so good? And so easy to do. And if you guys want to tell people that you hand lettered that on there, I am going to totally keep your secret. It's just such an easy way. You can do it with carbon paper too, but this kind of where we got the charcoal, it is depending on how long you have to hold it, it is it can be a little messy too and then you just have to touch it up. Oh, that's a lot of paint. That's all right. That helped us out, didn't it? We're almost there. We almost got her done. Got her did. I was thinking about Wednesday night. I don't have any plans on Wednesday night, but I didn't know. I don't know if we should go live Wednesday night. Folks might have things they got going on, cooking and whatnot. And in lieu of the holiday, maybe we should skip Wednesday night. What do you guys think about that? If we do Wednesday night, I think we're just going to do a, I was thinking snowflake, as we work towards the weather getting colder. What do you guys think? Want to make a snowflake Wednesday night? Or catch the replay if you're not available, I guess, right? All right, so there are a couple spots here that I can see, like all up close and personal, that I'm going to want to come back and touch up. But what do you think? I think it looks super cute. Well, at least it does with my glasses off. So cute. Easy peasy. Yeah. All right, so now we have that. And like I said, we need to, well, let's just do that now, because we need to touch this up, and then that can be drying while we're making a leopard print. I'm gonna like look over there and see if I have the actual color I need to make leopard. All right, so thank gosh I got lots of brushes, because I sure am blowing through them tonight. And I'm just painting over that charcoal, at least the first coat. It's awful dark, so I feel like if I had one of those pink erasers, and I haven't tried this, I'll be real honest, but if I had one of those old pink erasers, I feel like I could probably erase that right off of there. But since I don't have one, this is what we're doing. Oh, I'm still laughing about the paint. Sorry. You ever do that when you like something's funny and then you just can't quite stop laughing about it? That's where I am. That's where I am with that. All right. That's good enough for now. All right, let's make some leopard. I will have to use the blow dryer again. All right, so I'm going to take this color that we used for the stripe, and I'm going to darken it up just a little bit. Now, because I know me, and this is a mixed color, I am going to pour a little bit of this off in case I need to touch something else up. Because that's kind of the thing with this brown. Hold on tight, Tammy. With mixed colors, it's hard to get back to, okay, want to paint a snowflake? All right, we will. We'll do it. It's hard to get back to the color that you mixed, getting kind of the same color, you know, the same, what's the word I'm looking for? Ratio of paint when you mix a color. I always suggest taking just a bit of it and putting it in a separate cup, so that, this got really red, so that if you need to touch up, you have it. Oh well, we're going to go with it. I think it'll come out fine. I'm having a lot of faith in that tonight, aren't I? King's Gold. Let's see what color this is. These are just acrylic craft paints. These are the apple barrel ones. I think they're about, I don't know, 50, 75 cents at the Walmart. So if you're using acrylic paints, again, I would just suggest a clear coat to help protect the longevity of the pigment in the color, i.e. it's going to fade a little bit faster than, say, a latex or, you know, a higher quality paint that may be a little more expensive. Now, price doesn't always mean, you know, better or whatnot, but in the case of those apple barrel paints. Okay, so to make leopard, I am going to put polka dots on here. All right, now stay with me. So this color it's not that much darker, but it's a little bit darker. So I'm going to put a couple different size polka dots on here. So press, wiggle, 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 swirl. Press, wiggle, 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 swirl. out this side. All right, now I'm going to put a little smaller one, because not all leopards have the same size spots. And I'm going to do basically the exact same thing with this little polka dot maker. Okay, I know it looks a little weird. Looks a little weird right now. And I'm just kind of doing like a little bit of a willy-nilly pattern. Willy-nilly. All right, so here's what we got. Here's where we are. Now I am going to have to use the blow dry right quick so we can finish up our leopard. And I'll see while I'm using the blow dryer if I can get back to comments. All right, good enough. It's dry enough. Now I'm going to simply, are DIY kits being released on Thursday? If so, which ones? Yes. So yes, they are. DIY kits are re-releasing on Thursday. DIY kits that are coming back up on Thursday are Peace Christmas trees coming back. This big ornament is coming. The reindeer is coming, and the snowman with the scarf. And how craft kits are going to work when they reopen is you'll pick your shape. You're going to get to pick your own paint colors. 4 2-ounce paints. So that's this size. You can pick your own paints and your own paint colors. And then you'll get still 2 chip brushes, which are these dudes. 1 detail brush, and we will make you a bow that coordinates with the paint colors that you chose. And then you will also get in your kits the PDF. This is the reindeer PDF. The PDF that I've used when making it live. So this, you know, because ultimately the lives are going to be uploaded to YouTube for your reference in creating. So we will have to figure out how to edit out the bottle throwing across the room and all my subsequent get your head back together. So that's how that's going to work. I don't know. What do you guys think? Okay, so now we're going to make the leopard. So all we did was make polka dots using our spouncers or our polka dot makers, whatever you want to call those guys. And now I'm going to use my black paint pen, and I'm just going to make like wavy lines. I mean, these are just really, and none of them are the same size. I'm going to hold this up so you can see. Because that's kind of how the leopard spots are. I mean, seriously, I'm just making wiggly lines around my polka dots. Yeah, so craft kits will, Michelle, the craft kits will open on Thursday, and they will close again the following Monday. So they open the 26th, they'll close at midnight on the 30th, and then again they'll be ready for pickup that Friday, which is like December 3rd or 4th, something like that. All right, see how easy that is to do? And it's so cute. if you're, you know, some people don't like animal print, and I get that. It's not everybody's style. I think this is a super easy way to make it. So what do you, I don't know, what do you, is this leopard print or is it cheetah print? I don't know. Well, look, there it is. We about got this ornament licked. Whew. I'm gonna have to check the time. 8:36, I am over time. But considering I threw a bottle and we got about 5 minutes to go, I'm gonna hang with it. And again, just making the wavy lines. Really no rhyme or reason to it. Just moving my pen kind of in a raggedy motion. Raggedy, that's probably the right word. And you could fill this in even more if you wanted to. All right. Do you guys like the leopard? What do you think? Do you like it? I like it. I think it's really cute. It's different. It's something different. Yes, the paint pens will be available to order, as well as polka dot makers, extra chip brushes, all of the things. All of the things. Okay, so let's do some detail here, which, as you know, I think kind of brings things to life. And I'm gonna use my black and white paint pen. Now, I'm just going to make little lines. Can you see that? Just whoop, whoop. Now I painted over these. You know, this was kind of completed. I also kind of feel like I want another like polka dot right here. So I may end up doing that. Because now that we've painted over this, you just kind of got polka dots in the four corners. Because there was a polka dot here that I painted over. So I kind of feel like I want to put another polka dot there and maybe one here so that it actually looks polka dotted. And I'll have to just go get a cup to do that. And that'll be super easy. And I'll just paint them in. Okay, now for the white, I mean, we could use the white paint pen. You might see it just a little bit, but you're not really going to see it all that much. So obviously the black is what we need here. I just think that outlining the edge just makes such a difference. All right, here we go. One, and they're just like, we don't want to think too much. We just want to whip it on there, so to speak. I got something on the end of my paint pen. It's not making a smooth line. All right. Wait till I tell my husband I threw a bottle. He'll just crack up. He thinks I'm gonna laugh a minute. Voila! You see how adding that black around it kind of made a difference? You could too take, and we already actually have the highlights done up here and whatnot. All right, well, I know we're 10 minutes over time, but I still want to make a bow for it so we can kind of see it done. I wish I had leopard print, but I don't. But I do have kind of this beigey color, so I think that'll be super cute. I'm going to show you how I make the bows too. I'm looking, because you know I got tons of ribbon around here, but I don't think I have leopard, but that's kind of what we need. Hang on. Look at this. Is that ridiculous? It is ridiculous. I just want to look in there for just a sec to see if there is anything else that we could, that resembles leopard, that we could use, or at least a third. What do you think about these three? We'll use these three. You can't ever go wrong with buffalo plaid, right? Oh wait, what do you think? The white and black or the red and black? With these two. What do you think? Red and black or white and black? I don't know. I think it's got enough red. We'll go with the white. Okay, get all these, and half of these aren't even open. Oh, goodness sakes alive. Scanning for scissors. Yep, I am really, truly, absolute train wreck today, are I not? There they are right there. All right, so to make the bow, we are going to cut 6 pieces of ribbon about 6 inches. All right, so I'm going to do 2, 2, and 2. I do like the snowflakes, and it brings out our beige too, so that's good. And it's got the red and the green. Okie dokie. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to layer these, alternating. I think I want that one on the top though. I'm just going to lay them so I can see them all, so to speak. Put this guy in the middle. All right, so now you kind of got them all laid out. And then I simply push them down in the center and squeeze them together. Squeeze them all together. So now it looks like that-ish. Then we're just going to get our little pipe cleaner and tie it around the center. And I'm going to twist it so it's super tight. All right, and then that other thing I had some like little, this is like little ribbon. And I'm going to tie that in the center, I think, because those other ones are too thick. I got all these ribbons at the Dollar General for $5. So this one's kind of a ropey looking one. And I'm going to tie it in the center. Now I'm going to fold it in half so I get kind of 2. And then I'm simply going to tie a knot. Because all I want to do here is cover up my pipe cleaner. Not tied. I'm going to make these the same length-ish. Perfect. And now I'm going to just fan this out. Just pull it. Got those little ones in the center. And then, I'm not going to put wire on here because we're already way over time. I'm just going to stick this. I would ultimately put wire on here. Then I just stick one end of my pipe cleaner in there. Twist the ends together. And voila! Whoa, we made it, y'all. We made it. Flying bottles and all. What do you guys think? Do you love it? I think it's so cute. So cute. And again, like I said, I think I am going to add another polka dot kind of like right here on the corner simply because we painted over that one polka dot when we put our frame and the joy on there, so it doesn't, the polka dots look a little off. But I think if we add one, oops, other side, over here, and then, I don't know, maybe like a little one somewhere in here, I think it will kind of make it look more polka dot-ish. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry that I was a little all over the place tonight. I apologize. I do try to have my act together, and I was doing pretty good till the bottle flew across the room. You know, I was doing pretty good, I thought. But thank you guys so much for joining. I really appreciate it. It's like, it's the highlight. I love spending time with you, even if I feel down and low energy, or I've just got my butt kicked at the shop. It is, I don't know, it just rejuvenates me to spend time with you. So thank you so much for spending your time with me. You guys have an amazing Monday tomorrow, and I will see you so very soon. Mwah. Bye.